This is Bruce Buffer, and this is the moment you've all been waiting for. It's time for the MMA-Holes!
Mixed martial a-holes. MMA-Holes, 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 MMA-Holes. You like to be a mixed martial a-hole. MMA-Holes, 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 MMA-Holes.
No way.
From the Henry Solstice Studios of New York, the roller coaster ride continues as now the UFC is going to Florida. May 9th is a go. We have a lot to talk about with the MMA-Holes. Yeah, baby. All right, wonderful. Right off the bat, I forgot to change the episode, so let me do that right now. Jesse, how are you tonight?
Wonderful, boss. How are you?
Wonderful. All right, so what are we on? We're on TGIW, what, 415? That sounds right?
16.
16? Yeah,
Yes, sir.
16. That's right. Let's change it. Change it to 60.
Yes.
There it is. All right. So, okay. The roller coaster ride continues over here on the UFC, and I'm back smiling again. I'm happy again, friends. I am absolutely wonderful, because that's what I want. I want fights.
Yep.
I want these fights. I want the mysticalness to tingle my brain. Well, I don't know what that means, but I want to see carnage, and now it looks like they're going to Florida to make this happen, and I'm a little surprised. A little bit. I have to give credit to some of the callers that called in, some of the people in the chat saying that's going to happen in Florida. What do you think is going to happen? I dismissed it because I'm like, where in Florida are they going to do this? Are they going to be in the water, or are they going to, where are they going to do this? Thankfully, the UFC has not told us where this is going to happen, because once the UFC says it's happening at this place, so Jesse, I'm going to ask you. Now, I asked you prior to the show where you think this is going to happen. Where would you say? Where is this event going to take place?
I think it's going to be in the same arena as where the WWE took place. I think they're going to share a venue, because that's the only thing that would make the most sense.
Now, I have to say this. I was wrong about Florida, so I guess I can't say that's crazy, but I do think that is crazy. I don't understand how that would happen.
Why?
To just put together, drop an octagon in this place that is owned by Vince McMahon, because honestly, I don't see the two really doing business like that. I can't see
They're
that.
not doing business together. They have two completely different organizations, and they don't even compete, because one is an entertainment sport and one is an actual fighting sport.
Well,
so they're not really competing with each other. If anything, they could make more money working together than they could not.
Well, the business, you said they're not doing business. They are doing business, because if they drop a octagon inside that building,
that's the only thing that they'd be doing together, though, is by giving them the venue.
Maybe. I mean, that's Jesse's prediction over there. I don't even have a prediction. I don't know where the hell they're going to do this thing. And I don't want to know. Like I said before, I do not want to know until maybe the weigh-ins. Is that safe?
No, I think you should know much sooner than that.
Well, look what happened the last time. Once they told us, that's it. Boom, gone. No fights. You want it before the weigh-ins? I want it the day of. Tell me, you know what?
I'm superstitious, but I'm not that superstitious.
It's not about superstition. It's about what happened the last time. And every other time. Every time the UFC says where it is, it's gone.
The last time that happened with two different fighters, right? With Ferguson and Khabib. Now it's Ferguson Gaethje that it's happening. So.
I look at it like this. You have no fans in there, right? Any media members that are going to be in attendance, you tell them, you have them sign some paperwork like they do with reality TV. You say, you can't say a goddamn thing. You can't, if you show up, if you want to go to this event and cover this event, you cannot say where this location is going to be. And then what happens is this. As soon as the pay-per-view happens and the fights start, they'll say, live from so-and-so arena or whatever. That's how the UFC handles this. That's how the UFC handles this situation. I don't want to know. I care. Of course, I think everyone wants to, cares about where it's at. But I don't want to know because wanting to watch fights is greater than giving a shit where it's going to happen.
Yeah.
I think Florida's enough. Now, are you surprised that it's in Florida?
No, not at all. I mean, Florida did declare the WWE as an essential business, so it was only a matter of time before the UFC was going to pick up on that and try and capitalize on it. So not in the least bit am I surprised. Are you surprised?
Yes. Yeah, like I said before, I am a little surprised. I mean, it makes sense because Florida is lenient with the people over there. It seems like they're probably going to try to get businesses going sooner than everyone else. I think the death toll is less in Florida. So I guess I shouldn't be surprised. But the weird thing was Vegas, like we said, I think the commission's going to be a problem. That's why they can't do it at the Apex. The island is not ready. The island, with the quotes, is not ready. So I guess the only place within the U.S. that makes sense is Florida. Now they have to track everyone over on that end. It's interesting. So what, a private jet over to Florida? How are they going to plan this out? What do you think?
No, the flights are still open. It doesn't have to be a private jet. It could just be normal airlines to Florida.
Normal airlines?
Airlines are still open.
Why would they even risk that? Why not have a private jet picking up, have all the fighters?
So are you going to send a private jet to every state that each fighter lives in?
I say whatever fighters are close to each other, right, that are on this card, they drive to meet each other. Yeah, they have to drive.
Exhaust
or they send
themselves driving.
A car. They'll send a car for him, right? Send a car over there, pick the guy up, bring him back over. Instead of having a jet just fly to every state, and then in that location
Still
take
too
the
much
jet.
money, though, to send them a car and then to have a car drive. It's just too much money. Just make them fucking fly. The
Think about this.
If anything, airlines are most safe right now because nobody's flying.
Jesse, if they put these fighters in an airline and someone gets sick, could you imagine?
Nobody's gonna get sick.
Well, think about what they're doing. Why would they risk putting them in the airline?
If they were that concerned about their fighters getting sick, they wouldn't host this event in the first place.
Listen to the mystical one in this situation over here. The UFC has to check all the boxes. This is not something to take lightly. This is a pandemic. They're not going to put them on JetBlue and say, here you go. They're not going to do that. They're going to put them on a fucking jet. They're going to fly them over there. But I think what's going to happen is whoever's close to Florida, get in your car and drive. Or if you don't have a way to get there, we'll send a car for you. That's what I think is going to happen. And anyone around the West Coast area will find a way to this location. We're sending a jet, flying out. I think that's what's going to happen, regardless of the fact. And wow, Shepdog.
Why do we keep calling him Shepdog?
Well, I don't want to say it's DGCOG. I don't want to say all that shit, so I like to call him the Shep. Or I'll call him Shep. Shep is our first member in the chat. He is a white belt. So shout out to the white belt Shep. Look at that. How does that look, Jesse? What does that look like to you?
I was wondering what it was going to look like with the badge next to their name.
Yeah, it's nice.
I like it.
It's sick. So let me explain what that is real quick before we go into the show. We started a member thing. If you go over to our channel, which you're on right now, you can notice that there's a little join section over here. Okay? You click that join, and now you have a chance to become a MMA-Holes black belt. That's right.
Well, start off as a white belt.
You start off as a white like everyone else, but in 2 years, you become a black belt. So you have to, in a month, you become an orange. Was it 2 or 3 months, you become a green belt? We have all I'll tell you another time.
Yeah, I don't remember all the months.
After a year, you become the brown belt and the elusive black belt.
Do you think anyone's going to actually become a black belt?
It's a long time. 2 years is a long fucking time.
I was thinking about it and I was like, you know what? I don't foresee anyone being a black belt.
Well, listen, if Shep sticks for 2 years, which is going to be a tough ride, he becomes a black belt. And you get these wonderful, wonderful emojis. If you could spam those in the chat. We got the immortal Michael Anzalone. We have Dana White, Jesse, and myself.
And the more members we get, the more emojis we can make. So at like your guys' request, or if someone has a good idea. Oh, look.
Oh, Social Vash. Yeah, baby.
So now.
What up?
Wonderful.
So now Socials is a white belt. So the longer he stays a member, the quicker he gets himself to that black belt. But the more members we get, the more slots we get open for emojis. So if you guys have like a cool idea or something that we like, then we can throw in another emoji. Oh, look, Ride Drive.
Ride Drive, what up? What up, Ride Drive? Look at all these white belts coming in.
It's cool. It's really cool.
Wonderful.
I'm thinking of doing it myself.
On your other channel?
on my JBH channel, just
That's
because
sick.
I want the white belt next to my name.
After a month, you're not a white belt anymore.
You're
you move on.
Orange belt, right?
You move on to orange. You won't have that black box
Vlad.
around it. Yo, Vlad, what up? The white belt.
We should
Vlad.
make a song for every new white belt.
Yeah. Wonderful.
Look at that.
We should make a song for every new white belt.
It's $2.99 a month. That's what it is. We did it as low as we could possibly do it.
Yeah.
We're not gonna fucking charge an arm and a leg for that shit. But as the more members that come in, there will be a hell of a lot more emojis. The
Yeah.
people that are members now, just spam the chat with your favorite emoji over there.
Yeah.
Um,
And like I said, the more members we get, the more we can do little emojis that you guys like and stuff like that. Right now, they only gave us 4. So
That's awesome. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Right Drive says finally got a white belt.
There you go. The wonderful, wonderful white belt. All right, man. It's gonna be cool though. I think about it when 2 years,
I'm excited. I was
and
thinking
then they
about
first
it
get their
earlier.
black belt. It's gonna be sick.
I was thinking about it earlier, and I was like, because I was thinking about it as a viewer, how excited I would be to get a black belt. But then I was like, how many people are actually gonna stay and get their black belt? How many people do you think are gonna get their black belt?
I don't know. It's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough. Listen, we're annoying.
It's like a challenge almost.
The chat's annoying. We're annoying.
Yeah,
Everyone's
people
annoying.
always bounce.
Who's gonna stick it out? Who's gonna be the first one?
Yeah.
All right. Thank you guys.
funny.
Appreciate it. Whoa.
Wonderful.
All right, Jesse. Give us the first story over here, and thank you again, friends.
So there's a new one added. I don't know if you refreshed your page.
Well,
or
let me
not,
refresh.
but
Let me refresh, Jesse.
yeah.
All right. So what am I doing? Refreshing this Tony Ferg?
Yeah. It's about Israel Adesanya and Tyron Woodley.
Okay. Right.
So I originally put up a post about them going back and forth on Twitter, but now Dan Hooker has stepped in. So it's like an updated version of the article, I guess you could say. According to MMAnews.com, Israel Adesanya and Tyron Woodley continue to take verbal jabs at one another. Earlier this week, Woodley mentioned he wanted to see what Adesanya is all about at middleweight. The middleweight champion did not take too kindly to those words, and the two have been going back and forth on social media since then. Adesanya tweeted, and if you click the link, you can actually see the tweets. Nope, that's a picture. Oh. The link, yeah, there you go.
Tricky.
All right. The tweet that Adesanya originally posted was, "My squashed wide nigga T Woodley. The only thing you ever beat me at is a rap battle, maybe, lol. I see your ambition, you doing what I'm doing with my plans and moving up. I'm flattered. Just remember that you will have to see me, and you've only seen Mr. Nice Izzy."
Mm-hmm.
Now, shortly after the post by Adesanya...
Well, I mean, what's interesting is before Woodley lost to Usman, this was the move.
Yeah.
He was going to go up. Now, it wasn't Izzy at the time, right? Was it? No, it wasn't Izzy. Was it Bobby Knuckles was the champ, right? So Woodley was looking to make that move. He was looking to go up there and try to snatch another belt, and then that plan got foiled when he got smashed by Usman. Now he's running his mouth with Adesanya. It's not impossible for a guy to go up and do some damage. Kelvin Gastelum
Yeah.
is a good example of that. So it's not crazy to say he could hold up in a fight against Adesanya. What did he say, though?
Oh, it does show up. Oh, sorry.
What the fuck was that?
My apologies. I wanted to see if their belts show up on our chat that we have that's embedded into the screen.
Yeah, I have to change. See
It
how
does.
the emojis are small over here? This I have to change.
So cool, though. Look.
Yeah, I'll fix that up.
It shows up. They get their little belts next to
That's
their
right.
name.
They look good with their belts. They look good, really nice with their white belts.
That's
Very
cool.
distracting
How do you
and
use
wonderful.
emojis? So on a computer, there's a little emoji. Moss did it on the phone. All I know is on the computer, that little emoji thing in the bottom left of your chat, you can use the emojis there. And Moss, how do you use it on your phone?
Yeah, so it's a smiley face. It's a little smiley face. So you have Super Chat on the right side. You have the smiley face on the left side. You click on that smiley friend.
And then it shows you the MMA-Holes emojis are all at the top, followed by all the other emojis.
Wait, hold on a second. Oh, actually, no, it's your logo. Sorry, on the phone, it's your logo.
So your
So-
profile picture.
Yeah, whatever your profile. Oh, either that or a smiley face.
Whatever it is.
But it's the bottom left-hand corner. And if you're on the computer, it's the same thing. Bottom left-hand corner.
So
My gut hangs over my belt. I like that. I tell you what, we're the only channel that's doing belts over here. No one's putting belts in that chat. No one's becoming a black belt in the chat. When someone sees that black belt,
I think it's kind of cool.
oh man, they're not gonna mess with you.
Social says the belts next to my name was all I had to see.
Well, yeah, they'll be upgraded in a month. All right, so let's get back to what Woodley said.
So wait, Dan Hooker replied to that original tweet and said, "Is he clout chasing?" And Israel Adesanya said, "He's just being a thirsty bitch. I'm letting him slip, then I'll drown him."
You know, Adesanya's like, yeah, I'll play with a smaller guy. Why not?
Now, Tyron Woodley got involved. He said, "I'm a 5-time world champ stick figure. I gave you props and said, after I wipe the Woodley weight division clean, I'll move up. Someone asked me about moving up. You're the one that got sensitive. Now I'll pull your tampon out, and your homie name is Hooker. Layups, I tell you."
Cringe.
Not really a good comeback, right?
Yeah. Good old T Wood holding on to his cringe.
That's kind of the back and forth that I got from this. I'm sure there's been a little more, or will be a little more, but regardless, Moss, Israel Adesanya versus Tyron Woodley. Do you see Woodley moving up?
Yes, I do.
What? And facing Adesanya?
I don't know if he's going to face Adesanya, but I do see. Well, I mean, he shouldn't right now. He's not the champ. So why would he? Well,
he says he will.
Well, who is he gonna? He's gonna beat Usman? Because that's not happening.
Well, that's what Izzy was going after him about, was that that he let Usman suffocate him.
I think Woodley would be fun going up, but I would like, if he does move up, he has to fight a couple of guys, or maybe at least one off before he gets a title shot. You know, he's got to do it like what Kelvin did.
Yeah.
You know, fight a couple of beasts up there. But it would be interesting to see Tyron go up. I wouldn't be opposed to that. Would you?
Yes. I'd rather see Izzy fight other people in his division along with someone maybe at the next highest division.
Wait, what?
Jon Jones. I don't want to see him fight Woodley.
I mean, yeah, I'm down with that, John and Adesanya, but I don't.
Super
I don't know. King K.
Usman beats Izzy and Tyron same night.
Usman beats Izzy and Tyron on the same night. Wow. Usman beating his Nigerian brother. Man, I tell you what, Usman versus Adesanya is interesting.
I just want to say, I'm sorry, I don't want to, let me just say real quick for the belts. So it's concurrent. Is that the word I'm looking for? It's concurrent. So your belt will constantly rise as you hold on to it, but say you end your membership for whatever reason, it's not up to us, it's up to YouTube. So YouTube would end that, and then if you try to re-sign up later, you don't pick up where you left off. You have to start back at a white belt.
You gotta get back into the gym. You gotta get back in the gym, work on that belt.
So it's YouTube's thing. It kind of sucks, but that's just how it is. So if you're looking to get to the black belt, just stay with it's concurrent, I think is the word I'm looking for.
There you go. Yeah, I think we could probably add some more emojis now that we have some new members. So we're going to be adding on to the emojis.
I hope so.
Apparently, the more members we get, the more emojis we can unlock. My mind is going everywhere.
I already have an idea for another emoji.
Yeah, we got some good ones coming up. So thank you to the new members. You are wonderful, wonderful.
I like the Michael Anzalone emoji.
Yeah, Mikey. Mikey had to go. We had to immortalize Michael. We had to, we have the donation for Michael, but having him as the first in the emojis.
Yeah.
Shout out to you, brother Mikey. Shout out to you. Eli Brewer, what up? Eli Brewer, yeah.
Wonderful.
Hell yeah. New member. Another white belt in Eli Brewer. Yeah. All right. Thank you, Eli. All right, so let's talk about this, Jess.
Yes.
Come on. Florida. I mean, what do we got? It's on. Oh, I'm so excited again.
Yes, so the latest report is that UFC 249 Ferguson versus Gaethje will headline that card. It has been titled UFC 249, and it is set to take place on May 9th in Florida.
Oh, boy. Oh, we're getting it.
Now,
Fight Buddies is coming.
One day after UFC announced the cancellation of 4 scheduled events, news broke that UFC 249, which was supposed to go down last weekend, April 18th, would indeed go down on May 9th. And while the promotion has once again kept the location for the proposed event a secret, MMA Fighting is reporting that the pay-per-view card will go down in Florida, though a city was not disclosed. Per the report, all fighters expected to compete on the card will be flown into Jacksonville, Florida, before making their way to the top secret destination. Governor Ron DeSantis' office recently found an essential services loophole that will allow UFC to stage events in the Sunshine State, much like it did with the WWE. So it comes to nobody's surprise that Florida would be a top destination for the promotion, especially if Fight Island isn't ready yet. If you recall, Dana White and co. tried to keep the previous location for April 18th a secret too, but news ultimately leaked revealing the Tachi Palace Casino Resort in Lemoore, California, which was set to play host. After originally dodging the report, White ultimately revealed that it was indeed set to go down in Lemoore once it was decided to cancel the card. UFC 249 is tentatively set to be headlined by an interim lightweight title fight between Tony Ferguson and Justin Gaethje. In the co-headlining act, Henry Cejudo is expected to defend his bantamweight title against Dominick Cruz. Recently, Amanda Nunes ruled herself out of the card, which means she won't be defending her 145-pound title strap against Felicia Spencer. No fret, though. The card is still stacked, also featuring Francis Ngannou facing off against Jairzinho Rozenstruik, while Donald Cerrone faces Anthony Pettis for a second time. Furthermore, Uriah Hall will face Jacare Souza in middleweight action. To see the tentative UFC 249 fight card and rumors, stay tuned.
So, you know what would be cool? Like, if they have embedded, I saw some people talking about embedded in the chat. If they have embedded and it's just under wraps, like they kind of like have to blur shit out and they're following the fighters trying to get to their location. The only problem is if they have that, it's like lawsuit waiting to happen, right? They're documenting their trip, and if someone gets sick, they have all the evidence.
Yeah.
So I guess they can't do embedded, right?
No.
That sucks. Well, at least we're getting our fights.
Unfortunately.
How confident? May 9th. The other one fell through. The other one fell through. The other one fell. How confident?
I'm going to say this one happens. Only because, like they said, Florida found a loophole to the essential business side of things.
What if they blow up like the top half of Florida and they make it into an island, and all of Florida's an island, and that's the new Fight Island?
The top half of Florida?
Yeah, you know how it kind of sticks down? No? Pervert time! Yeah, boobies! Oh, I love it! Hey!
I can see your underwear. Put your boobies in the air. Flapping like I just don't care. Can I lick your pubic hair?
Snap a picture, time to share. Took my meat vision impaired. Filthy mind, I need a prayer. Pervert cameraman, beware. Pervert cameraman. Show them tits.
Tits!
Pervert cameraman.
$10 tip.
Yes. Pervert cameraman.
Ariani Celeste.
Pervert cameraman.
Show them breasts.
Boobies.
All right, here we go.
Humorous question. If UFC Fight Island went Mortal Kombat rules for a PPV, what are some fatalities could you see certain UFC fighters doing? Get creative.
What kind of fatalities would you like to see, Jesse?
Fatality.
Oh, I don't have the things queued up. What kind of fatality would you like? I mean, we've seen people's heads get ripped off their spine, out of their neck. Let's say Justin Gaethje versus Tony Ferguson. If Gaethje wins,
I like that. The head getting ripped
I would
off
like
the
to
spine.
see Gaethje do like a Homer Simpson punch to the heart, rip it out, and go, donuts.
I like that one.
Yeah?
Yeah. I don't really know very many Mortal Kombat fatalities.
No, make up your own.
Oh, okay.
Tony Ferguson.
Let me think of something like extremely brutal.
How about Tony Ferguson gets on top of Gaethje, takes his elbow, and just pokes his eyes out, and then his eyeball's on the elbow and be like, "My son is Jesus!"
What
No?
about the last part, maybe?
All right. Thank you for the pervert cameraman. Wonderful, wonderful.
Wonderful, wonderful.
All right. Anyone in the
My
chat?
son is Jesus.
No? You don't like my fatalities?
Can someone clip that so we can make that a soundbite?
Shopping during a pandemic.
Vlad.
Y'all niggas don't be cheap now. It's the price of a 40-ounce of OE a month. Plus, if you're worried about a parody account made with yours, pretty much out the door because you'll have the emoji next to your name.
So, you know how you
Yep.
said in the last stream, Moss, that you think that you and Vlad are the same person?
I said the exact
I
same thing.
officially think so now.
Let me piggyback off of what Vlad said. He's 100% right. The reason why we did this is because there's a million, like there's 2 joints and then there's another 2 joints and we don't know who's who anymore.
He said this earlier, the exact same thing.
We'll click on your channel. Now we can't get to your channel. So if you want to make sure that you're solid and we see you have a fucking purple, blue belt next to you or something like that, we know,
And
okay.
the other Vlad has a white belt, then
Yeah.
we know blue belt Vlad is the one who's been around long.
Well, not even that. I mean, yeah, the white belts, like if you have a belt next to your name, that's the real you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Chances are no one's gonna. And if you have a black belt, I mean, yeah, no one's gonna know. So
No
that
question about it.
what we're talking about is the member thing. If you're not sure, if you're just jumping in, we added memberships to our channel. It's $2.99 a month, but you could get a chance to be a black belt in special emojis. I haven't seen the emojis yet, though. Where?
Maybe they don't know how to use them.
Guys,
Reiterate how to use them.
drop them in the fucking chat. Just drop the emojis in the chat. Show them how
I'll
it's
do
done.
it. There's a little smiley face. If you're on a desktop,
We gotta see them emojis.
Hold on. If you're on a desktop, there's a little smiley face at the bottom left of your chat. If you're on a phone, it'll either be your profile picture or a little smiley face to the left side of the bottom of your chat.
Yeah,
So
we
hold
want
on.
to see those emojis,
Let me do
man.
something here. Let me put in my.
There you go. Shepdog showing you how it's done. Oh, Kaidodo!
Those
Yes!
in. Hold on. Let me
Wonderful.
do Dana White. Here we go. There's a Dana White and there's a Moss. Oh wait, no. Yours was what was yours? Moss.
What do you mean was mine?
What's
What you talking about, Willis?
what's the name of your emoji?
It's the name of my emoji? Moss something, I guess. I don't know.
Screaming is the name of your emoji.
Okay.
Screaming.
So here it is,
And
guys.
then-
Look, see this little jammy over here? You click the face, and then you got our emojis. You got the ands.
There you go.
But on your phone, you should have it on the lower portion
The
as
lower
well.
left side will either be your profile picture or a little face.
Shout out to the members. We got a bunch of members tonight. Hell yeah, baby.
Wonderful.
All right. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it. All right, so getting back to this. Florida, it's going down. Tony Ferguson versus Gaethje. It looks like they're pretty confident that they're going to pull this thing off. I see in the chat. I want to know percentages, though. I see like 799. What are you saying?
No, it's $2.99.
$2.99.
CBD.
All right. Ride Drive.
CBD.
Luke, what up, Luke?
CBD. It helps with healing process and inflammation and stuff like that. So you want to get these for before or after fight training and make your life a better place.
What up, Ride Drive?
Today I was looking through my Facebook feed. There was a shared post from a friend saying looking forward to UFC 209 Woodley Thompson 2 and Khabib versus Ferguson from 2017. It gave me a chuckle.
I can't wait for that. Oh, man. Stephen Thompson versus Woodley. How could that be bad?
It already happened.
How could that be a bad fight, though?
Ugh.
And Khabib versus Ferguson, they're definitely going to fight, right?
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, my goodness.
So, guys, I had this idea for those of you guys who have badges. Next time we do anything Michelangelo, whether we're just praising his memorial or if there's like a song, a Michelangelo song that pops up, I suggest we all do this in the chat.
Dropping the Angels. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, I suggest we go there
Hell
with
yeah,
the
baby.
the Michelangelo.
Hell yeah. Michelangelo
It would
immortalized.
just be funny to see his head keep popping up.
I got to make it bigger on this. That's what I'm going to do after the
Yeah.
stream. I'm going to fix that.
It's funny.
But shout out to Mike. I see it over here nice and clear in the live chat. That's
His
awesome.
little face just popping up.
Shout out to Mikey. Shout out to Mikey. All right.
Now everyone's dropping the Anzalones.
What about like if I'm acting really ridiculous, you got my face with the stupid.
Oh yeah, here we go.
When you're pissed off, when Jesse's not having it right now, you could drop the Jess face or.
Wait, this one. When Moss is acting stupid, we all do this.
They'll use it for with good reason for sure.
It's just so funny. I can't help myself. Like.
All right. There you go. What up, Ruben? What up, Ruben? Yeah, Ruben, the member.
Wonderful.
Hell yeah,
Look at
Ruben.
your face. Look at
I gotta make that bigger over here.
That's the funniest one.
That's great.
Look at his face. There's another one that I
It's
want
the
to
little
get.
things in life.
I have another Moss face that if we open up more emojis, I want to put it in there.
We should be able to. Well, after the
It's the
stream.
funniest thing.
Yeah, we should be able to create some more. That's awesome.
The
Those are for
Moss
members,
face
guys.
is the funniest one.
All right, so back to this over here.
Okay.
So
look at your face in the chat.
she can't get another.
Okay. Sorry. What were you asking?
Back to this.
Look at Kainono.
That's
With
right.
the eggplants. Okay. All right.
Oh, wait until we got some good ones.
Look at your face. You had to make like the silliest face. I have a whole stockpile of Moss faces. Look at what Luke Rock.
It's the best bang for the buck. Oh
God.
shit, that's funny.
This is so funny.
Oh my god. There you go. And that's quality entertainment right there.
Sorry.
Oh man.
No, just continue.
Luke Robinson's got me stabbing you now. Oh God.
Good.
All right, we should just do a show, like just have a whole bunch of emojis, have the chat do the show.
Imagine when we get like all the really good emojis in. It's gonna be freaking awesome.
What I can't wait for is this: when we do a Fight Buddies, and it's just the chat's completely autistic with thousands of people, and then the OGs got the emojis, and they're just fucking going at it.
It's just funny.
I can't wait for that.
I just want to drop more. Like.
All right,
Okay. All right, let's talk about.
Yeah, what do you want to talk about, Jess? You want to talk about this card or no?
Yes.
Okay.
Someone sandwiched Dana White between you.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
It's a sandwich. He's the meat. Dana's the meat. All right, so this card happening now, you have Henry Cejudo, Dominick Cruz as the co-main with Tony Ferguson, Gaethje as the main event. Okay.
Yes.
You're very giggly today, Jess. Does this mean
funny.
Is it because you are excited that this card is going to happen, or are you just seeing emojis?
Well, I had a little wine. And I haven't had wine very much lately. Like, I'm trying to monitor myself a lot. So when I do, it hits me a little harder. And seeing your face and Dana White sandwiched between it, I think is pretty freaking funny. So, and with the balloons.
Oh, God. Maybe we should get rid of this, Jesse. I don't know. Squid Jones, what up, Squid?
It's just too funny.
We got new members tonight. All the white belts. Oh, man. Could you imagine they all turn black belt? That'd be pretty insane.
Yeah.
Intense. Oh, boy. Oh, my mom's in there. All right. Thank you, guys.
I'm sure she loves seeing her son's face spamming the chat.
Oh, yes, yes. It's quite the image. I'm definitely gonna beef up this chat over here and make the emojis bigger. That's what I'm gonna do after the stream. All right, so let's get back into this stuff here. Listen, we got some MMA to talk about.
Yes, sorry.
We have great stuff to talk about, Jesse. I mean, great stuff. May 9th.
Yes.
Right around the corner. It's right after my brother's birthday.
Not only is it the first card after this whole pandemic thing, but it's a lit card. Like, all the fucking fights on this card are insane.
Fucking Luke Robinson. Yes. They are insane. They're absolutely insane. Now, okay. What's the best scenario and the worst scenario, Jesse?
Best scenario, everything happens. Everyone weighs in well. No worries. And we finally get a fucking fire card for the first time in, 2 months? Worst case scenario, either the fight doesn't happen, they can't secure a location, someone doesn't make weight, and the fights are just ambushed. That's the worst case scenario. Man, oh boy, I am back to optimistic Moss. Very optimistic here. I can't wait for May 9th. Yeah. I don't like to just count the days down. I don't like to waste life, but May 9th is going to be fantastic. Yeah. I'm going to be like a giddy schoolgirl just sitting here, like Jesse watching emojis. I'm going to be so excited. It's so funny. You got a hot dog and a mouse. Oh, man. Another thing, too, with the emojis is if you have any ideas for emojis, drop it on the MMA-Holes.com. Yes. Tag us, and we will put them as... It's got to be funny, though. It has to be 5" by 5" with 300 pixels. That's the size. 5" by 5", 300 pixel resolution. Well, they don't have to. We can downsize it. Just put a PNG. You know, that would look good small. And there's me shooting an arrow at Jesse. Okay, so it's very distracting. It's funny. Like, this has got to be the most entertainment I've seen from the chat in a long time, I have to say. So we got rid of the podcast. We got rid of the audio version, Podbean and iTunes for now. Maybe down the road we'll open that back up. But the thing is, it's such a visual show. Like, there's just so much going on between the chat, the donations, it's just the stupidity that it just doesn't translate. I mean, this is the way you got to watch it on YouTube. I get this is because us giggling for like 15 minutes and they won't know what the fuck's going on. So, welcome to the YouTube stream. Now you know why, because you can see it in the chat. So, all right, and there's the hot dog lip. So, all right, so the card's happening, level 1 to 10, Jesse. Yeah. How excited are you for this? Like 1,000,000. I cannot wait, Moss. I cannot wait. We've been wanting to see fights for a long time, and I know people are gonna argue like, "Oh, it's not safe. It's this. It's that." Blah blah blah. But I think I just came on you, Jesse. Look at that. Vlad made me orgasm. I'm trying to stay focused here. I thought you were gonna get on my ass for not being focused. I hate this. Oh, these members.
Every time we do
stay
something,
focused.
we're like, okay, let's do this. This would be fun.
And then we're like, oh, let's stay focused.
We're just giving them a bigger stage. What are we doing? And I love it. I love every minute. Go ahead, Jess. Sorry about that. That was my fault. I can't look at the chat anymore.
I'm measuring a penis also.
Yes.
And then- Sorry.
man.
Okay. So anyways, I think we've all been very excited about seeing a card come. Don't look at me like that. I can't. We've all been very excited about a fight card coming up.
Yeah.
And I think that being able to get that reassurance that this might finally be it. They might finally put this thing together, and we're gonna finally get that fight card. We can react to a fight, buddies. Chill out. I think there's no better excitement for that. Well, how excited are you, Moss?
Beyond. Now, of course, I don't want to get too ahead of myself because anything can happen, but I am back on board. I'm back. I'm Team Dana. I don't care what the media says. Jesse had a black baby. I don't. All right. I can't. Oh shit. Hold on. Let me just. Hold on. Where did it go? Oh man, I was gonna put the black baby on here. Jesse had a black baby. What was I saying? What happened?
I can't remember.
I don't even know.
So anyways,
Yeah.
So UFC 249, are you excited for it?
No, I think I am. I think I'm more excited about the members and the emojis.
Okay.
So I think you know what it is.
Maybe this was a misstep. Maybe we should take this away and reevaluate our intentions with this.
It's a combination of a new toy and the euphoria of May 9th coming together.
Yeah.
And then a pandemic. You know, like
Right.
I had to go to the
You're going a little
workout
nuts.
with a mask on. I think I'm going crazy. All right, give me another story. Let's just move on.
Okay.
I don't.
All right. According to MMA Fighting, Chael Sonnen says Jon Jones should just lean into his bad reputation and just be a scumbag. Moss. Just be a scumbag.
Let me think about that. Okay, lean into his bad reputation. Well, you know what? He's right. He's 100% right. Like when he goes into the whole religious thing and all that stuff, that's when it gets a little cringy. You know, if you want to believe in God, it's fine. But you know, after you just did some blow and fucking, you know, ran into a pregnant lady or did whatever you did, I mean, the whole God thing it just doesn't work. So I'm with him.
Yeah. So more into what he was saying, Chael Sonnen knows all about using a bad guy persona to sell fights, and he thinks it's time that Jon Jones follows suit. Reacting to Jones's most recent arrest, one of several run-ins with the law that Jones has had over the years, Sonnen believes that there's no reason for the UFC light heavyweight champ to try and act as a role model. In fact, he thinks Bones should lean into the other direction and fully embrace the role of the villain, at least in regards to marketing himself to the public. He said, quote, "I think Jon Jones, since his latest arrest, the mask is off. The world knows he's a scumbag for a while, but now he's finally in touch with just what a dirty guy he is, and now he's putting out interviews. He's steering into it. Look, from a livability and civility standpoint, okay, go ahead and question Jon Jones' character. I'm speaking about from a marketing and promotional standpoint. He's doing everything right." What?
For the gram. All right, I'm sorry, Jess. I'm sorry. I'm actually listening.
Come
but
on, Mons.
Vlad
You're
got
supposed
me.
to stay focused.
You're taking a picture of your food
My
for the Instagram,
food.
the Chinese food. All right, go ahead. Back to the story.
Okay. The gig is up. Everybody knows you were on TMZ in handcuffs crying about I want to go home and be with my kids. Dude, it's 2 a.m. You're firing guns while shooting and running donuts in a parking lot drunk on tequila. Your time to be with your... Are your kids even still up, you bum? The fact that he would be that level of a scumbag, just go with it. Just be a scumbag. Sonnen also commented on the growing rivalry between Jones and UFC middleweight champ Israel Adesanya, which has mostly taken place over social media, though the two have made overtures towards a potential super fight in the future. Given that the level of heat so far, Sonnen agreed that it could be comparable to his own blockbuster feud with Anderson Silva. However, as much as Sonnen thinks Jones needs to embrace his dark side, Sonnen doesn't feel that Jones is equipped to deal with Adesanya in a war of words.
All right. I agree with you. I'm with him 100%. So now, what did we learn? We need to make a Jon Jones Coke emoji, right? We need to do that. We also need to make a felony emoji. I see felony in the chat. That would be fucking fire.
Yeah, that would be funny.
Felony, what's up, man? Charles in the chat. What up?
Wonderful.
So all the emojis, here's the trick. Every emoji has to be something that we talk about often.
Yeah.
Right? Or someone
100%.
that we talk about often. So felony, Jon Jones, like other things. If you guys are going to come up with ideas for emojis and throw them on the website, make sure they're relevant to what we're constantly
That'd be hilarious.
delving into. Because it's funnier. Because when we talk about it, then you could drop that emoji in.
I just saw myself with a tiger. Yeah. And that's for the members. Shout out to our new members over there. It's wonderful.
Wonderful.
All right. So I agree with Chael 100%. I completely agree. Just go for it. Play the heel. Jon Jones does a very good job at being the heel at the press conferences and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then you get the good guy side and you get a little confused.
Yeah.
You know, so that's the way to go. Chael did the bad guy very well. Chael did it the best. Never cursed. Did it in a smart way. Really hit below the belt.
He's good with his words.
And yeah, he was very articulate and he could get it out and funny and fast. And
Yes.
there's myself with an eggplant. But
I don't know why the eggplant ones are the funniest.
I don't know why people think this show is juvenile. I just don't understand. King K.
Chael impeached money laundering informant Sonnen.
Money launder? Did he get what? Did he get every time I hear money laundering now, I think of Ozark. Thank you, King K. Appreciate
Me
it.
too.
Wonderful.
What do you think? How should Jon Jones do this, Jess?
I agree with Chael. Listen, Jon Jones played the good guy for long enough that it's like, all right, dude, we get it. You're a Christian. You made mistakes. You did this, you that. Everyone makes mistakes. That's fine. Use it for the first 1 or 2 times, maybe even 3 times that you fucked up. But you fucked up, what, 5 times now? Like, when's enough? Why don't you just embrace the person that you are? People would like you more if you pulled like the Conor McGregor shit, who knows he fucked up, but he fucking embraces it and he plays the bad guy on purpose. Jon Jones should do the same thing.
Mm-hmm. Now, what do you think? Oh, go ahead.
I don't know. I just feel like I'd have a little more respect for him if he wasn't thinking that his fans were stupid enough to fall for it, you know?
What do you think about Felony saying he's gay? Or he gay?
Wonderful.
You think he's gay?
Jon Jones?
Yeah. Maybe he's homosexual or no?
Well, he did say, I want to be with my kids at 2 a.m. Like Sonnen said, shooting off guns and getting drunk and doing God knows what. So maybe.
What do you think in the chat? Let us know. How should Jon Jones
He's flirting
handle
with the homeless man.
I mean, he got away with it, and now he's trying to keep himself busy in the quarantine. When he comes back, run it back with Dominick Reyes. That should be a great fight, right? Watch those two throw down again. Maybe if he could get past Dominick Reyes, a potential Israel Adesanya fight.
Squid Jones said it best. He said, everybody likes a bad boy, but you can't be a bad boy and a choir boy at the same time. Stop fence sitting.
100%.
That's exactly it. You're either the bad guy or the good guy. You can't do bad things and pretend you're a good guy. Nobody buys it. You know?
Maybe he's being the good guy because of legal reasons, right? That's why.
I can understand but if for legal reasons, if he cares that much about legal reasons, he wouldn't be getting himself in trouble in the first place.
But that's the thing. Like, he is too much of a bad guy in his personal life that he has to play the good guy so he doesn't get in trouble for being the bad guy. So maybe here's the problem, Chael Sonnen. Jon's just gone too far to that side too many times. So now his lawyer, his publicist, whatever, is saying, listen, you got to do the God thing. You got to do this. You got to do that. So he has to play that card.
Yeah, I don't.
That might be the other side. I agree with Chael, but I think he went too far on the bad side.
Here's the problem with that. And I understand what you're saying. The manager or the lawyer or whoever's probably telling him, like, it's sitting on his shoulder, speaking into his ear. But his fans are not stupid. And for the ones who believe them, they are stupid. But more often than not, people...
Did you just call his fans stupid?
You missed what I said.
Oh.
More often than not, people are not stupid. You can't do bad things and play the good guy and expect everyone to believe you. If anything, you're going to insult them because you actually think they're stupid enough to fall for it. So just play the bad guy. They'll respect you more for it. They might not respect every choice you make as a bad person, but at least they'll respect that you think they're not retarded enough to fall for that.
So do you think he should just be like this? Yeah, I shot a gun in the air.
Yes.
Who cares?
Yes, I would
Ran
do
into
that.
a pregnant lady. Who cares? I'm Jon Jones. I can do whatever the hell I want.
Well, maybe not that far.
What?
But be like, yeah, I fucking did it. Yes, I'm the bad guy. Yes, play that game. I guarantee I would like him more if he played that game than if he tried to play the Christian boy.
Yeah.
I can't stand the Christian boy act because he's not that good guy.
The one thing about Bones that I noticed, no matter which guy he plays, he still has his loyal fans. Like it's crazy.
Yes.
Like no matter what, he'll get the boos, but he'll still get the people cheering for him because of as an athlete.
Yes.
The guy is a legit specimen. I know the picograms and the steroids and this and that, whatever. But when it comes down to it, the guy is fantastic, and he'll always have fans. So honestly, now that I let this story sink into my head, I agree with Chael, but I feel there's too much in play here.
Like
do
what?
do you, Jon Jones? Like honestly, he doesn't have to do shit.
What's at play?
With the fans, no matter what, there's going to be people that are going to root for him. There's going to be people that boo him.
Right.
He doesn't care.
But let me ask you this: if as a personality, would you find that your fans have more respect for you if you were honest and real with them, or if you were trying to put on this fake fucking bullshit that they know's not true?
On Twitter, I see the people trolling the shit out of Jon Jones, but I also see the people slurping on the BBC. I see both sides. So he has both sides. I honestly think Jon Jones doesn't care.
I can't.
I think he goes on Twitter, he plays around and moves on.
Listen,
I don't think he cares about what people think about him. He just wants to be the best ever.
He clearly does. If he didn't, he wouldn't play the Christian boy bullshit.
I don't think so.
He
I think you're giving him
cares.
too much credit.
So who cares? If he's playing this Christian boy thing, then who's the one who cares about how people think about him? Because if he didn't care, then he'd just be doing his own thing.
No, I think he's doing the Christian thing because he's told he has to do that stuff.
So someone else cares on behalf of him.
I think his publicist. I think people are like, listen, you gotta run with this stuff.
I think that's silly.
You gotta, listen. You were shooting guns in the air and you drinking and there was weed all over you and all this trouble. Just say a couple of nice things, makes you look good in court, and move on.
Nah, I think that's ridiculous.
I think it's legally. I think it's legal reasons. That's why. Well, you agree to disagree. Chat room, what do you think? And we'll move on to the next story.
Moss is right. Jones is a sociopath. He gives zero fucks, says Ride the Tycogen, and says, Drunk Savage, I am worried about Mike Gaethje. I will tell you why in the Discord DM. Oh, I hope everything's okay, Ian. Sean Hart says, Jones has trouble commencing the alphabet halfway through. Drunk Savage says, and with the clinking beer mugs. Ride the Tycogen says he tells people what he thinks they want to hear. Exactly. CC 2.0 says, not 2.0, 0.20 this time. John doesn't care. He occasionally shows his dickhead side in press conferences.
DC was in jail longer than Jones has ever been.
There you go. DC, well, DC, yeah. What did he was in jail for something when he was a kid or something. He was caught. I forgot what the story was. Is that what you're talking about? Well, Jones is he's the GOAT, man. Goats
but here's the difference.
Goats don't need to be in jail.
Here's the difference. DC got caught while he was a child and completely immature. It doesn't make it right, but completely immature. And honestly, a lot of children get caught for doing stupid shit. I did stupid shit. As a grown fucking man is a whole other story. You know better. There is no excuse, no reason for why you got caught as a grown man. Not once, not twice, but like 5 fucking times.
No, I think he has issues.
There's just no reason.
Yeah, there is a reason. He's got issues. or a
so
sociopath.
Get help. Someone in his life step in and get him help. If he's not going to get it himself, fucking someone help. It's so stupid.
You know what? It's easier said than done. How many people came into your life where you're like, would you just get help already? And what did they do?
Only you.
How many people?
You're the only person that came into my life and was like, get help.
No. I'm not. I'm saying you. Have you said to people, would you just quit doing that?
No, I don't
Would
do
you
that.
just stop doing this? Or would you never told someone to quit doing something?
No, because I've never really had an... Oh, you're right. I have.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Everyone, it's easy to say it. It's not easy to do it. That's what you got to think.
Yeah.
You know?
No, you're
Aggravated assault is worse than anything John did.
There you go. King K is on. He's Team Bones. All right. But listen, you can be team anyone you want. I think when it comes to Jon Jones, is he a sociopath? Probably. He probably is. I mean, it's tough to argue. But I think there's deeper rooted issues with Jon Jones. I think the guy has a depression. I think the guy is seriously does not know what to do with his talents. Maybe he's just bored with life. I don't know what it is. But the guy's got there's something else. The last arrest, you could see a broken man. And he's going to continue making the same mistakes. I'm not justifying what he did. But what I'm saying is the guy's got deeper rooted issues.
Broken because he got arrested, not broken because he actually gave a fuck about what he did. And Chael Sonnen brought this up. Chael Sonnen said, in that video, Jon Jones was like, I just want to be with my kids. And he was crying and stuff.
Clearly doesn't like Jon.
And Chael was like, dude, it's 2 o'clock in the morning. Are your kids even awake right now? You don't want to be with your kids.
He is rationalizing with someone that needs help. Correct? You're trying to rationalize what someone did that needs help. Think about it.
No, I understand what you're saying. I'm just
It's not-
saying it's a little
If
skewed,
someone
and if you're
has a
falling into
vice,
that trap.
if someone's a smoker, someone's a drinker.
I have
right?
vices.
Yeah, if someone has a vice and you say, well, just stop. It's not that easy. You know, it's not that easy. And with Jon Jones, in his situation, he is completely wrong in everything that he's doing. And he does need help.
Having a vice and having addiction are two different things.
What about suppressed homosexuality? Like Weezing said. Maybe he's a closet gay, Jesse. Maybe he just wants the cock so bad. And I mean, he wears them tight-ass pants. You saw him on that rest video? Who goes out shooting guns in the air, talking to homeless people with tight-ass, skin-tight pants?
Yeah.
Do you think he was trying to get the homeless guy in the car and said,
I don't know.
just come here, suck my dick. Come, just, if you don't suck my dick, I'm going to shoot the gun in the air. Suck my dick. Mr. Jones,
Can you do more of those?
what are you doing? So, I'm sorry, officer. That wasn't me shooting the gun and trying to get my dick sucked by the homeless guy. Maybe that's what happened. I don't know.
You know who you just reminded me of?
What?
I don't know. Is that guy Radio? Is his name or something like that? He's like famous dude. He does like sounds with his mouth and stuff like that. Like from like the 80s or something like that.
Oh, the guy, he was in Spaceballs. I know who you're talking about.
Yeah,
That guy could actually sound like the sound.
And
So
he does a whole scenario in like 2 seconds.
I know exactly who you're talking about. Yes,
Yeah.
he's from Spaceballs.
That's what you
and all
just
that.
did. It was funny. You
But
should
think
do that
about
more
it.
often.
Think about this. Maybe what Felony said earlier in the chat.
Police Academy. That's what it was.
Yes, and Police Academy as well. Felony said in the chat, maybe he's gay.
Yeah.
We laughed it off in the beginning. And as our conversation progressed, and then Weezing came in through the other gay thing, maybe, just maybe, he is gay. He's got I don't know if he's married to that woman now. He's got a bunch of kids.
No, they're like engaged
Fiancé?
or something like that. I don't know.
He's not getting married because he wants that homeless cock. I don't know. I have no idea.
Michael Winslow. That's
There
his
you go.
name.
Maybe
Moss,
he is.
you're like another Michael Winslow.
That's me. That is me, Jesse. All right, let's move on to the next story. Let's leave Jon Jones and
All
the
right.
poor guy. Poor
Well,
John.
this is just the same story that we had originally touched on in the beginning, which was Tyron Woodley and Israel Adesanya.
All night and day.
Back at it again. We should make a Tyron Woodley emoji.
Stop
During a pandemic.
Jones's comments after his latest incident shows he's got no regrets about what he did. A normal person would lay low negation say anything about anyone, let alone a gun tweet aimed at Smith. He's gonna kill someone soon, not by butt sex. Timestamp this.
All right, there you go. It's Kayanoto chiming in.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Maybe it could be anything. Maybe he's just a complete asshole. It's possible.
Yeah.
I just had to.
I think there's a part of him that has some sort of feeling, and there's a part of him that's just a fucking psychopath.
We both watched that video, and we both had that same pit in our stomach. Either Jon Jones is the greatest actor of all time, or he was legit a broken man at that moment.
I genuinely believe that he cares about his family. I don't believe he just wanted to see his kids in that moment. I genuinely believe he cares about his family, and I do believe that after watching that video multiple times, that it was clear there was an addiction, there was a problem that he just can't control.
Yes, it's deeper. It's definitely
but I
deeper.
also believe there is some sort of sociopathy going on there.
What is sociopathy?
Like,
Is that a
a
word?
detachment. Yes.
I never heard of it.
Look up sociopathy.
How you spell sociopathy?
S-O-C-
I've never used that in a sentence.
SOCIOPATHY.
This is a millennial word, right?
Why? Put a Y after that. There you go.
Okay. This is a millennial.
Sociopathy refers to a pattern of antisocial behaviors and attitudes, including manipulation, deceit, aggression, and a lack of empathy for others. Sociopathy is a non-diagnostic term and is not synonymous with psychopathy, whatever you want to call it.
Sociopathy.
Though
Again.
the overlap leads to frequent
Oh,
confusion.
psychopathy. I'm sorry. Yeah, it's weird. I never heard of sociopathy.
So basically, it's like a detachment of personal relationships.
How do you know so much about sociopaths?
Because I am one.
Wonderful, wonderful.
You know an awful lot.
Actually, my grandfather's a sociopath.
Well,
He's
all right.
diagnosed sociopath.
Okay.
Not something I'm proud of. I'm
I
just
never
saying.
heard that.
I made it an
Use
hour.
it in a sentence again.
What?
Sociopathy.
I said I believe that there is a level of sociopathy in Jon Jones
It's the first time in 43 years of my life I've ever heard that in a sentence.
Of sociopathy.
I can't believe I just learned sociopathy.
All right. I made it in an hour, so I didn't have to pee for a whole hour. Can I go
Go
pee now?
pee.
Thank you.
And let me ponder this sociopathy of Jesse. All right. He's a sociopathy person. I don't know, man. Leave the guy alone. Poor guy. What he wants to do. I agreed with Chael in the beginning, right? You know, when it comes to his persona, you know, that, you know, embrace the bad guy. But after thinking about it more and more, I feel that he's gone too bad. He broke bad. He went too far, you know? So now it's like, you know, when people are telling him, you got to be good, you got to say this, you got to say that, you got to say it for legal reasons. Just hope the guy gets fucking help and we can move on from this. But like the chat said, Twitter, he gets right back on the horse and goes at it. So I don't know. I don't care. I just want to see him fight. That's all I give a shit about. All right. So anyway, if you're just jumping in, a lot of things happen tonight. It's on. UFC 249 is happening May 9th. That's right. May 9th. It's going down. And it will be in Florida. That's where it looks like. They haven't said the location. I hope they never say the location. They just show the fights. Is it going to be on Fight Pass? Is it going to be on ESPN? Something I noticed. If you go over to the UFC website, the first thing you see is UFC Fight Path.
Wonderful.
Like Daffy Duck. UFC Fight Pass. So maybe that's foreshadowing, telling us that it is not going to be on ESPN. Maybe ESPN's like, nope, I don't want any part of this. So we'll find out where it's going to be aired. Take a guess in the chat. I still think it's going to be on ESPN, but when you see something like this, you got to think they might be jumping back aboard on the Fight Pass. Jess, do you think it's going to be on ESPN or Fight Pass?
I'm going to say Fight Pass because I believe ESPN won't buy into this. Even if it is considered an essential business, I don't think ESPN or Disney is going to be on board with the idea of putting the fighters at risk. It's a public safety thing, you know?
Dapper Dave asked if we heard that joke that they bought Epstein Island. We did a whole show on it. Where the hell were you? We did a whole show on it last time. It looks like that's what they do. They are doing their new facility. But not this fight. This fight's going to be in Florida.
I do see we have new viewers in tonight, Moss.
Yes.
Can you show them how to do the emojis? I keep seeing...
Oh, you want some more members?
I want some more emojis. That's what I want.
All right. So you go over to this. Check this out, friends. We just started this today. If you want to get your black belt in the chat, you see a couple of white belts over there that just started it. You click on this join over here where the channel's at. And then, boom, you work your way up to a black belt and you get special emojis. So if you're part of the show and you want to stand out, you don't want any trolls to duplicate your accounts, you want to show the people that you are a hardcore MMA hole, join and help out the channel be.
Wonderful.
All right, Jess. Jess loves those
All
emojis.
I have to say is I want more emojis and I see new emoji combinations coming in.
Hell yeah.
I put a new emoji on the site if you like it. Oh, let's see. Oh, I almost had like a seizure there.
All right, let's see. Gee, I don't know what the hell that was.
I want to see the next emoji.
Okay, let's see.
I hope this is good.
Who put it there? Who put
Sean Harsett.
All right.
What do you think, Moss?
Could do that. Yeah.
Future emoji?
Definitely could do that.
Or special face? Maybe we do special face.
Yeah, special face would definitely be a home run.
Oh, I love it.
All right. Well, hopefully some more opened up, now that we have new members.
Can someone make a Tyron Woodley emoji? Can someone do that?
Yeah, but no one wants Tyron. Who the hell would want to use a Tyron Woodley emoji?
No, all I'm thinking is, get on my gut. You know when that song plays, everyone's dropping the Tyron Woodley faces in the chat?
Well, that will be down the road. that would definitely be way down the road. I don't want a Tyron Woodley emoji. I don't know. No.
I think that would be funny.
I mean, listen, you got to really sell me on that one. There's just so much Tyron I can take.
On Fuga Friday, when Roberto Hernandez is constantly giving you the Tyron Woodley donations, right?
Yeah.
And all I'm thinking is, Tyron Woodley's rapping, get on my goddamn nerves, and all you're seeing in the chat is Tyron Woodley's face, spamming it up.
I want a coked up Jon Jones face.
We don't talk about Jon Jones enough.
We don't talk about Jon every episode.
But Tyron Woodley comes up pretty much every show.
I want like brain damage. I don't know, BJ Penn, like that BJ Penn smushed face, like that. I want meme shit. I don't know. Who knows? Triple C. We could probably have some cringe stuff with him. What's this story about?
All right. Henry Cejudo still wants Jose Aldo even after the Dominick Cruz fight, Mus.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why is he? It's like he just really wants to get that Aldo cock.
According to a Bloody Elbow, Jose Aldo might have been forced out of his bantamweight title bout with Henry Cejudo at UFC 250, but the messenger has every intention to defending his title against Scarface after he takes care of Dominick Cruz next month. That's according to Cejudo's manager, Ali Abdelaziz, who said Cejudo wants to face Aldo in 8 weeks' time. Cejudo has faced criticism for avoiding top contenders, but Triple C wants to build a resume of legends and former champions rather than defend his title against the likes of Peter Yan and Aljamain Sterling, who are both ranked much higher than Cruz and Aldo. Ali Abdelaziz basically said this, quote, "At the time we're in, there's no such thing as he deserves it or not. Listen, let's be real. Aldo didn't deserve this by the numbers and by the rankings, but what Aldo has done throughout his career, what Dominick Cruz has done throughout his career, what Frankie Edgar has done throughout his career, and if you want to take these legends, listen, if Henry wins, 8 weeks later, he said he wants to fight Aldo. If we can get Aldo, he's gonna fight Aldo. Still, the next opponent is Jose Aldo. It's none of these other guys. This is what he wants, and this is what's a deal. He told the UFC, but I know Aldo has some travel issues or some visa issues, I don't know. But also, how are you going to say no to Aldo? This guy is the best lighter, is one of the best lighter weights we've ever seen."
Listen, Henry, enough of this Aldo stuff. We've all moved on from AIDS Aldo, and now you're going to be fighting Dominick Cruz. Let's talk about this. You got to get past the DC. The man he lost his last fight to Cody Garbrandt, but this guy was one of the best, if not the best, at 135. Just pump the fucking brakes.
Yeah.
Pump the brakes. This is good, man.
I like it.
I really like this fight.
Don't you think that Cejudo's being a little greedy, though, saying that he wants Aldo right after Cruz?
Don't look past Dominick Cruz, buddy.
So you're saying if Cruz wins, who does Cruz take on?
If Cruz wins? I mean, you have a million options at 135.
Yeah, does he take on Aldo, or who does he take on?
I would like to see Aljo get in the mix. I don't know who the hell Aljo is fighting, but I want to see Aljo get in the mix. Aljo, Dominick Cruz? Yeah, make that shit happen. I mean, you got Peter Yan. You got so many people that you can throw at him.
It's all coming together now, Moss. I think if you're right, that's why they kicked out Diego Sanchez once that new trainer moved in on that little Mexican ass Jones couldn't take, resorting to homeless male prostitutes. Food kit's a shame.
Yes. Maybe that's the thing. Well, listen, you got to give credit to Felony. He's the one that threw out the gay thing. But if you really think about it, Jon Jones got a little lonely, tried to get a homeless blowjob, threatened him by shooting in the air, and the rest is history. I don't know. All right, so you're not into this fight, huh, Jess? Why are you not into this fight?
I don't know.
You just don't like Dominick Cruz, I think, right?
No, I don't mind Dominick Cruz. I like him. I just, maybe it's Cejudo. Maybe he's kind of turned me off to his fights lately. You know, I think he's a little bit of a scam.
What do you mean, though? I mean, I got to say, if you think about it, since Mighty Mouse, the guy's been pretty fiery to watch.
Listen, I'm just saying, I used to love the guy. I used to be like so high on Henry Cejudo, and now it's difficult to fall in line with wanting to see his fights.
The TJ Dillashaw, the Marlon Moraes. TJ Dillashaw was seconds, you know? And then Marlon Moraes, he was losing that first, comes back, knocks him the fuck out. Very impressive. Was that in the third round? I thought it was in the second round. Shit, that was in the third round. Yeah, so Henry Cejudo, man, the last two fights, very impressive. But when you're talking Dominick Cruz, I think you're talking a different beast. I don't know.
Bend the knee.
Who knows?
Triple C.
He's a little older. You know, the layoff doesn't bother me. The guy's had millions of layoffs, so it's not like he doesn't know how to come back and win. But the question might be, you know, 35 years old, which is not even crazy. Tony Ferguson is 36.
Mm-hmm.
I like this fight. I like Dominick Cruz as an underdog in this fight. Let's see if he's still an under. Let's see.
What if our next emoji was a proper 12 bottle?
It's getting closer, plus 184. No, like someone said Joanna Jędrzejczyk's balloon face. That's an emoji.
Yeah, that would be funny.
That 100% is an emoji.
A proper 12 bottle is a good emoji because it's MMA related.
Yeah, you could do that too. As soon as we open that thing up, if we get enough members and they let us put
or a Johnny Double Black bottle, because that's what we always drink.
Yeah, proper 12 is more MMA related. That probably make more sense.
Yeah, that's true.
But
I
you
can't
can do a
stop
lot.
thinking of what our next emoji is.
Listen, the sky's the limit. Thank you to our members. All right. Yeah, so Dominick Cruz here is a plus 184. So it was like a plus 200. Now it's getting closer, plus 184. I say if you're going to do it, get your bets in. Get them in quick because I think this is going to get closer when the fight pulls up on us. If you think Dom's going to win.
Yeah.
I don't know. And how do you place a bet, Jesse? I mean, we have the way, right? Don't you have? We have the way.
Just because you're not in Vegas doesn't mean you can't bet on MMA and UFC. BetDesire's online wagering and has been paying winners for 20 years. Use the link in the description, promo code MMA-Hole, all one word, and get a 100% bonus match. 100% bonus match as well as $25 as welcome bonus a day. We play there ourselves and recommend BetDesire if you want to add some excitement to fights or any other sports you are watching. Once again, go to BetDesire with the link in the description below using promo code MMA-Hole. That's MMA-HOLE and get a limited time 100% bonus offer as well as $25 as welcome bonus. Make some extra cash from sports you know and love. It's only a game until you bet it and bet. DSR.
Wonderful.
Mystic Roots is a boutique organic hemp farm located in the Pacific Northwest. Mystic Roots provides the type of quality and product that you will absolutely not find in those old CBD companies. All of Mystic Roots products are homegrown on a trusted Oregon farm and completely organic, so you don't have to worry about those extra fillers or additives that those CBD companies don't tell you about. Let me slow down. Visit Mystic Roots with a link in the description and get free shipping on any order over $35 as well as best quality flowers, edibles, extracts, and cosmetics. Use promo code MMA-Hole for up to 15% off your entire order. Ever since we started using Mystic Roots, we've never wanted to turn back to any other CBD company. Once again, visit Mystic Roots with the link in the description using promo code MMA-Hole. That's MMA-HOLE and get up to 15% off your entire purchase. Do you put your body to the test day in and day out? Do your muscles feel so stressed and fatigued that it hurts just to get out of bed in the morning? Whether you're a rigorous athlete or a hard worker, you want to buy a massage gun that provides the best therapy in the market. Theragun provides an all-in-one massage and recovery tool. Theragun helps you release muscle tension, soreness, and recover faster. Use the link in the description below and start using a deep muscle massage treatment unlike anything you've ever felt. Again, head over to theragun.com/holes. That's theragun.com/holes and get a $40 saving with 2 free attachments to start feeling better, moving better, and recovering faster with tension and soreness relief.
Oh, yes. Jess, did you change the promo code in the description?
No.
Didn't think so. Can you do that right now?
I will.
All right, so let me just talk about this real quick here. This is Lux Bidet. Something happened with Lux Bidet, and I kid you not. This is one of the first sponsors where so many products were bought that we had to change the promo code. Same 10% off, but so many were bought with the MMA-Hole promo code that they had to change it. They couldn't believe it. So now we changed it to something else. You're still getting 10% off. This product is the best. Cleans your butthole. No more toilet paper necessary. I use it myself, and it is wonderful, wonderful.
Promo code CLEANHOLES. That's CLEANHOLES, all one word.
Clean Holes. So you have that in the description?
Yes.
All right, so Clean Holes is the new promo code. I shit you not. So many MMA-Hole promo codes were used that they had to change it. So we'll blow it up on that. Clean Holes. There you go. All right, Jesse, let's move back into the news here as we are rolling on a Wednesday night. Peter, oh, look at this. Another bantamweight. Peter the Yan. A man that wants a shot at the gold. We got a story about him.
Yep.
And what's that about?
All right. It's a big hit for his UFC reputation, says Peter Yan, about Dominick Cruz's title shot. Peter Yan's kind of shitting on Cruz right now. According to Bloody Elbow, it seems to be the never-ending story in the UFC's bantamweight division. Fighter blazes his way up the rankings with quality wins over quality opponents. Shows he has every right to take on the champion in a bid to win their own piece of UFC gold and stamp their names in the MMA history books along the way. And then they just sit there, waiting and watching while Uriah Faber or Dominick Cruz fights for the title again. Despite Cruz not having competed since Barack Obama was in office, he's the man top contender Peter Yan is watching yet another bid to win the bantamweight belt. This is after Cejudo's plans to take on former featherweight champ Jose Aldo fell apart due to travel and visa problems amid the ongoing COVID-19 pandemic. For men like Yan, Corey Sandhagen and Aljamain Sterling, it seems like they just can't find their way into the UFC's plans, and at this point it sounds like Jan is getting tired of it all. He's not blaming Cejudo for this mess though. Jan says he knows the champ is playing this game. For him, it's all about the decisions being made upstairs. Jan even theorized that in this case, it could be that the UFC doesn't want to have two Russian champions. And if he were American, that this might be much different a story. That, of course, doesn't really account for why Jose Aldo was on deck for his own title shot, or why fighters like Sandhagen and Sterling are getting left behind as well. For Jan, though, it sounds like he's just grasping for any sensible explanation.
Bantamweight this is the best we've seen it in a long time. I haven't been the biggest bantamweight fan, and now we got these guys, one after another. You got that Sandhagen kid that I completely forgot about. I think he was the one that they were supposed to line up with Aljo too. You got all this going down.
Yeah.
And shout out to Henry Cejudo.
I really
believe... he made it interesting.
I believe that Peter Yan is just looking for someone to blame for why he doesn't have the title in his hands yet, honestly. If I had to be perfectly honest, like the way that he's blaming the UFC, he's saying the UFC doesn't want two Russian champions. He's saying that, you know, Dominick Cruz is making a bad move for his UFC reputation by taking a title shot and blah, blah, blah. Like he's always finding someone to blame other than himself for why he doesn't have that belt over his shoulder right now. And it's a little frustrating because I like Jan, but I think he's kind of pulling a Tyron Woodley over here.
Yeah, but I mean, who can he blame? I mean, why?
He's blaming everyone but himself.
But what do you mean, like?
I just said he's blaming the
How
UFC.
would he be at fault or anyone else? I mean, it's
Nobody
the UFC's
should be
at fault.
Nobody should be at fault.
The UFC's at fault.
He's blaming the UFC because he thinks the UFC doesn't want two Russian title holders. That's what he thinks.
What happened was this: Henry Cejudo moved up and slowed everything down.
Yeah.
That's what happened.
Yeah.
You're chewing on your. What do you cats do that? You're chewing on your wires.
I always do that.
She's chewing on her headphone wires. I've only seen cats do that.
Socials Bash in the chat say "Fook that Jan guy" as Dana White.
Oh, is that Dana speaking? Oh my God. Yeah, put quotes next to the Dana emoji.
Fook that Jan guy.
What would Dana say about this? That's actually good. Henry Cejudo moving up fucked up the bantamweight there. That's if Jan should be upset. That's who he should be upset. Why would he blame himself or anyone else but Henry Cejudo in the UFC?
Mm-hmm.
That's
he's
the
not
reason.
blaming Henry Cejudo. That's what they're saying is Henry Cejudo's like one of the only people that he's not blaming.
He should be.
Yeah.
He should be blaming Henry Cejudo. Let's look over at the bantamweight here. As the UFC website is, look at this. It's buffering just. It's just buffering away. What's going on? You can't breathe? For 3 days, Jesse has not been able to breathe. Maybe you shouldn't drink the wine anymore. That can't be helped.
This is the first time I've had wine in a while.
I don't know, but
I haven't had wine.
Explain your symptoms. It's probably she thinks she has the COVID.
No, I don't.
So
I don't.
She's been huffing and puffing and having shortness of breath, right?
I can't breathe.
So I think it's this. My allergies are the worst they've been in years right now. I can't.
I feel like every time I try to fill my lungs with air, they're not being filled with air. That's what it feels like.
Ken Shiro says you have the COVID. Actually, put your diagnosis in the chat and help Jesse out
I didn't
here.
bring it up. You brought it up.
Let her know. I'm saying maybe they can help you out. Maybe it is I'm telling you, my allergies they've been horrific. I went to the garage, came back.
I don't like talking about it.
What allergies?
Not being able to breathe.
Yeah, it's anxiousness, allergies all together.
Okay.
You'll be fine.
Yeah, I'm okay.
All right, there she goes.
Do this to me?
I didn't do anything. I'm just telling you, it's not COVID. It's AIDS. What's your diagnosis in the chat? Help us out here. Can someone help Jesse figure out what's going on here? The chemtrails, 5G. You think it's 5G? It's Ebola? A little anxiety, but learn breathing exercise. Yeah, I believe it's a mixture of both. I think it's anxiety and allergies. My allergies are fucked up. Mark says go towards the light, Jess. Everyone flash your brand new emojis in the chat, please. It's not the Duma. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to move over to the bantamweight. Anxiety is a mofo. It really is a mofo. This has been going on for like the last 4 days now. Alrighty. Okay, what's going on here? Athlete rankings. And what the hell? The UFC website's a little mangled here. Why does it look like this? No more pictures. They decided to go against the pictures. Anyway. All right, so you got Moraes number 1, Aljo number 2, Peter Yan at 3, Corey Sandhagen, Asunciao, Jose Aldo, Munoz, Rivera, Cody Garbrandt, former champion, is at 9, and Rob Font. And you go on and on. So you look at Moraes, who took the L. Aljamain Sterling's been sidelined with injury problems. Peter Yan just beat the California Kid. And Corey Sandhagen has been surging up the rankings. So Sandhagen, if he fights Sterling, and what about a Yan versus Moraes? That just seems like it works, no? Moraes Yan. I think that's the fights to make. Done. There you go. Make it happen, Dana. That's what needs to happen. The problem is who would get the title shot. I think the winner of man. If Yan beats Moraes, give it to Yan. If Aljo beats Sandhagen and Yan loses, give it to Aljo. That's what I would say. But that's your bantamweight. You feel better?
No. I have to, because I know I'm breathing, and as long as I'm breathing, my red blood cells are getting oxygen, my brain's getting oxygen, so I just have to remind myself, even though it feels like I'm not breathing, I'm getting the oxygen I need.
Yeah, Ride Drive, you're 100% right. Everything. It's everyone's fucked up right now. If you think about this, a lot of people are in the same boat. Not in the boat where they have 217 people staring at you. But everyone's in the same boat with this pandemic, and everyone has their own stresses and stuff going on. So everyone feels it. They understand.
Yeah.
We're all with you on this.
Why
one.
are we talking about this still? Can we move
Well, because
on?
you're hyperventilating. So
I'm fine. Let's just stop talking about it because it's driving me nuts the more we talk about it.
How long have you had trouble breathing? It's been 4 years.
No,
Oh, what?
3 days. 3 days. I feel like I do this to try and get a good breath of air, and I feel like my lungs are not filling up with air. And I haven't been drinking, as I haven't been doing it. Like tonight, I'm having wine, but I haven't been drinking every night. I haven't been doing any of that. Look
at this. My mom said drinking can stuff your sinuses, and cleaning products, saline nose spray is good.
Could be cleaning products. I've been using a lot of cleaning products.
Listen, it's a mixture of a lot of things.
Listen, I don't want to talk about it anymore. It's driving me nuts.
Someone in the chat says, someone in the chat says, don't have children. Could you imagine she's holding a baby? She's like, I can't breathe.
I don't want to do
I got this baby in my hand, and I can't breathe. I'm dying, baby. Little face. I can't breathe.
Okay, can we stop?
Let me suck the air out of your lungs.
That'd be Jesse taking care of her newborn child. Okay. Does that make you feel better?
Let me suck the air out of your face, little baby.
You'll be good. All right, let's move on to. Can you get to another story, or
yes, please.
You want to do? All right, let's do that.
Oh, God.
When all else fails, just make a bit, right? 96 likes, like away. We need a good exercise. We want to beat the ceiling, so drop a like. We get to 100. We beat it up. All right, what is this? UFC Dublin.
Yeah, so UFC Dublin is in doubt right now because Ireland ended up putting out a major public gathering kind of notice until September. So you thought we were bad because we are closed down until May 15th, Moss. Dublin's closed until September.
What the? Dublin's a balloon.
My foot was a balloon.
All right. UFC Dublin.
Wait, hold on.
What?
What? Before you get into the story, before you get into the story, Jesse, before you do it and hyperventilate, we have to beat up the ceiling. Oh my God.
Stop breathing like that.
Let's go.
100 likes.
Watching fights.
Fist so tight. MMA-Holes. Off the lights. 100 likes. Watching fights. Fist so tight. MMA-Holes. Off the lights. 100 likes. Watching fights. Fist so tight. MMA-Holes. Off the lights. 100 likes. Watching fights. Fist so tight.
MMA-Holes.
Off the lights.
All right. That didn't work.
The dislikes can choke on a carrot.
Shout out to the likers over there. Thank you. Appreciate it. Did that help? That made it worse. How about some donations? We've been paused for a little bit. Let's play these donations over here. How about this, Jesse? This'll get you going. Donations are frozen.
All right, let me just move on to this.
Oh no, hold on. We have a bunch of donations. They're frozen. Oh my God, what is going on? I got you having a panic attack. Now Streamlabs is having a panic attack.
Shut your mouth.
All right, you have COVID-19. Oh, Streamlabs is down? Oh no, okay. Whew. I was about to kick some ass. What's going on, Jesse?
I don't know what's going on with Streamlabs.
Yeah, what's up with Streamlabs? Oh, come on with this shit, man. All right, hold on a second. When the world falls apart all over the place.
So does Streamlabs.
Oh, come on. The site can be reached.
Checking the so that means when it says that means that their website is either going through an update.
What?
Or their website has been temporarily shut down.
Oh my God.
So they it's okay.
Oh, come on.
Sometimes it goes back up in like 2 minutes. It's not a big deal. Our website does that sometimes.
No, but we had a bunch of donations that came in, and I truly apologize. Oh, fuck. If any super chats come in, we can see it from here. But this is bullshit, man. What the fuck? Okay, go walk around. Get some water.
Let's just go. Let's do this.
No, you're having like a Jon Jones Coke fit.
You
right
are
now.
making me crazy. Stop it. I'm sorry. I love you. It's not your fault. I'm sorry.
All right, so I'm going to try to see if I can refresh. I apologize for that. Thank you to the donators,
do you want me
man.
to do the news?
Yeah, I guess. Oh, fuck, man. That sucks. Yeah, Streamlabs is down. All right, so if any donations come in from this point on, just hit the super chat. I appreciate it. All right, let's get back into the stories.
All right,
Why is it like when it rains, it pours?
What's wrong?
When it rains, it pours. All right.
Okay, it'll come back. Okay, so UFC Dublin has been put in major doubt as the Irish government has banned mass public gatherings of over 5,000 people until mid-September due to coronavirus concerns. The UFC was set to host its fourth show in the Irish capital on August 15th, although no bouts were scheduled for the highly anticipated card. A meeting between Darren Till and Robert Whittaker was reportedly targeted for the 3 Arena date. Let's see. The government said in a statement published by Reuters, quote, local authorities have been advised by government that event promoters should be informed that events requiring licenses in excess of 5,000 will not be considered for the period of up to the end of August. Although there is no official line from the UFC at the moment, the event could possibly go ahead behind doors in Dublin. However, with the unique selling point of Irish events being the passionate backdrop created by the crowd, it remains to be seen if the promotion will still move forward with the card. All 3 of the UFC's previous visits to Dublin have sold out. UFC 93 saw a star-studded show put on at 3 Arena and headlined by Dan Henderson versus Rich Franklin. UFC Fight Night in 2014 went on to be one of the most infamous international cards due to the emergence of Conor McGregor as a force at 145 pounds following his stoppage win over Diego Brandao and the amazing reception he and the other national charges were given. UFC's last trip to Dublin came in October 2015 with Irish flyweight Paddy Holohan losing out to Luis Smolka in the main event. So basically, what they're saying is, even though the United States isn't closing until, I think, May 15th for New York, and some states might be a little bit earlier, Dublin and Ireland altogether is not opening back up until September. So while everyone over here is complaining about everything being shut down, in Ireland, they're fucked. They're fucked for the whole
It's
summer.
not just them, though. I'm hearing. And shout out to Kelly Van Hughes for the super chat, man. Appreciate that.
Wonderful.
$5 super chat. We see those coming through. Unfortunately, Streamlabs is, I don't know, it's not working. But thank you for the super chat, Kelly. Yeah, they're not the only ones, though. Even over here, they're saying, I was reading an article before we went live, that 2021 is a realistic date for everything to start opening over here. Like, we just keep on saying, oh, next month. But even the U.S. is saying that, September, that'd be great if it was September. Mm-hmm. You know, I think we're all in trouble for a little while. Now, the UFC says it's happening May 9th in Florida. I believe them.
Yeah.
But when it comes to everyone else, I don't know, man. I don't know if...
Now, they're saying in Dublin they might still be able to do it behind closed doors. There's no guarantee, but
Listen, major gatherings, you can just scratch that.
Yeah.
They're going to have events.
What if they have no, for Ireland, it's 5,000 people or more.
Man, I don't think it's going to happen this year. I mean, I can't see a major gathering happening before the year is up. Maybe the businesses can start getting going. I mean, we're going to need those businesses to start going again. But a major event, like, why even bother risking that? I understand money and these places got to get it going, but why would you have a shitload of people? We're not going to have a vaccine or any answer for this.
So, by the way, and this isn't in the news, but I read this today, that there are now 13 different strains of coronavirus.
Hell yeah.
So while everybody's looking for this cure and trying to get these antibodies together so that people can get a cure and a vaccine for this virus, it doesn't matter because it's mutated 13 times and it's bound to mutate more. So even if they find a cure for one strain, now you got 12 other strains you got to find a cure for.
It's crazy.
Impossible. Nearly impossible. Now the coronavirus is among us and it will always be among us. There's no doubt in my mind that we're going to have this for quite a few years.
Who is someone posted something, I can't remember what it was, but it was Joe Rogan. Did you see this, Jess? Let me pop this up
No, I
here.
didn't see it. What was it?
This is a little interesting. Joe Rogan? Let's see. Joe Rogan. He put something here that might be of interest to you.
Enlighten me, Moss.
All right, check this out. He retweeted this over here. Check this out.
Some people are saying it's fake news. Maybe it is. Maybe there's not 13 strands of coronavirus.
Shit. What is all this? Yeah, what is this?
Oh, you have to turn your ad blocker off, maybe.
Oh, what the fuck?
Oh, yeah. Click the ad blocker thing up here.
Oh, ad blocker.
And then for this website.
For this website. Which one?
Right here.
This one.
Yep. And then refresh.
Refresh it.
All right.
Okay.
You're good to go.
Check this out, Jesse. What does this say?
White House hot Mike catches NYT photog joking with Fox's John Roberts. We've all been vaccinated around here.
Now, the story is long as fook. So go
Wait,
check
are they saying that the White House has been vaccinated already?
There's a guy there, right, that's basically saying that it was caught on camera saying that we've, don't worry, you could take your mask off. We've all been vaccinated here.
No.
Oh, so should you put this on Discord? Yeah, what do you think? I mean, listen.
What? Wait, let me see this. Can I watch the video?
Let's see.
It doesn't have music, does it?
I don't know. I didn't watch the video. Oh shit! It does have video. All right, here we go. We'll probably get nailed for this, but who cares, right?
Oh, I have to see this.
Just become a member. Just make sure you become a member.
Imagine this was a biological weapon.
I didn't hear the audio to this. I just read the story.
Oh, that would be fucked up.
Okay, here we go.
Someone slipped.
That's pretty loud too, huh?
All right, man. What do you know, babe? You can take out the mask, Doug. The case fatality rate's like 0.1 to 0.3 according to USC.
Is it really? That's reassuring.
USC.
Everybody here's been vaccinated anyway.
No way.
Everyone here has been vaccinated anyway. What?
Oh, wait. Nah, he was... It kind of sounded like he was joking.
USC. Everybody here's been vaccinated anyway.
USC,
yeah, it sounded like he was being sarcastic.
Come up with a study. They found that there are 7,000 cases in California, but they really believe that there are anywhere from 221,000 to 442,000 people who were infected.
So you hear that? That's alarming.
Wow.
2,000 people who were infected.
Go back.
But they really believe that there are anywhere from 221,000 to 442,000 people.
No.
Yeah. So that's crazy.
My God.
That's nuts.
Oh, whoever caught this is a fucking gold mine, man.
Really?
Look at the guy's face. Like, really?
Yeah, because they lied about their numbers. They're saying 700. They're basically saying that 300,000 more people who were never infected with it were.
So that makes it 0.1 to 0.3? Does a study to come out with?
Yeah, just give it to that. So it suggests that the case fatality rate is 10.
Yeah, right.
Wow.
Which puts you right in line with the flu.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. That's what it is.
Put you right in line with the flu. To all the people that were saying.
I don't know. I think this guy's just talking out of his ass. I don't know if I believe him.
No, did you hear what he said?
Yeah, I heard what he said.
So what does that mean? I mean,
he's saying that they said there's 700,000 cases when in reality there's only 300,000 to 400,000 cases.
No. He said 7,000.
No, go back.
You heard it wrong.
Go back.
They found that there are there's 7,000 cases.
7,000.
Oh,
Jesse.
okay, hold on.
No, yeah, he's saying it's worse than what it is. What are you talking about?
Okay.
There's 7,000 cases in California, but they really believe that there are anywhere from 221,000 to 442,000.
Oh, I see.
221,000.
I
to
misheard
400.
it.
Yeah. So no, he's saying it's more serious than what they're letting on.
So why would he tell him to take his mask off if?
Because everyone's vaccinated there.
I don't know about this.
Yeah, who knows? I don't know who these guys are.
I'm just gonna trust that this is a very contagious virus, and I'm just gonna keep going with that.
Yeah. So, heavy micro. I'm repeating what he said. That's what he said. He says it's worse than what it is. So I mean, take it for what you want. I don't know these guys, but and this guy's saying that we're vaccinated. We're all vaccinated here already. Like what?
Take out the mask, Doug. The case fatality rate's like 0.1 to 0.3 according to USC.
Is it really? That's reassuring.
USC.
Everybody here's been vaccinated anyway.
Everybody's here been vaccinated anyway.
That's the thing that's a little weird. Like what the fuck is he talking about with that?
Maybe he was just being sarcastic, like, oh yeah, that's reassuring because everyone's been vaccinated.
Yeah.
Like trying to be sarcastic like that.
It's nuts. But who knows? Who knows what the fuck? Like we don't know who to believe anymore and what's going on. All we know is, you're talking about the fatality rate.
It's 0.1%.
So you're saying that because they're saying that the rate is.
So it's still just as contagious. It just can't kill you as fast.
Yeah.
Listen,
So
I don't know what to believe anymore. Here's my opinion. I'm just going to live my life like there is a fucking deadly virus out there that can kill me at any moment or kill a family member because I was stupid enough to go out and get it. So that's how I'm living my life.
Yeah,
I don't know what to believe anymore.
It's crazy. It's crazy, man. Like I said, I wish I didn't know someone that died from it. If I didn't know someone that died from it, I would be leading the revolution of saying, well...
We should just make a coronavirus emoji because we talk about it every show.
Well, I mean, it's a pandemic.
Yeah.
It's a fucking pandemic. But shout out to the people that didn't. I hope everyone stays safe out there, no matter what the seriousness of this thing is. Just be careful out there, and hopefully you and your family are good because we don't know what to believe. We'll probably get shut down for that shit. Let's see if Streamlabs is working. I got to see if I get this thing back on board. What's going on here? Let's see if I get this. Oh, hold on a second. I think there might be life.
Got it.
I think there might be life. Okay, peoples.
Ta-da!
All right, peoples. Here we go. Did we play this one? Let's see. Is it going to play? Come on, play for us. Don't want to play? What the fuck just happened? No? Try this one.
Oh.
Well, we could read off what they're writing. It looks like it's back up, though, which is good news.
Maybe try pushing play.
Hold on a second.
You didn't push play.
I did.
See? It's off. Paused.
The fuck?
There you go.
Shopping.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
Let's go holes. Click join. Get that membership.
Yeah,
New
baby.
Emojis. Funny content. Soon goat milk and fight buddies. That's all you need during quarantine.
There we go. Ride Drive Lily. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. How many? Where are the members in the chat? Where you at? I see Luke Robinson over there. Where you at, members?
You got to walk the new guys through how to do it, Mas. The new viewers, how to do...
I don't want to do it yet because we're playing the donations right now. But just go next to subscribe. It says join. Join.
Just click
and
join.
click that shite. Kyle with the boobies.
Hey, I can see your underwear. Put your boobies in the air, flapping like I just don't care. Can I lick your pubic hair? Snap a picture, time to share. Took my meat vision impaired. Filthy mind, I need a prayer. Pervert cameraman, beware. Pervert cameraman, show them tits. Pervert cameraman,
tip. Yes.
Pervert cameraman,
Ariani Solis.
Pervert cameraman,
show them breasts.
Boobies.
Henry who? I'll smash that little man. The 125 and 135 pound division is mine.
Wow.
Dummies.
That's Kyle Austin calling him out there. Chrome to your dome coming in.
JBH, you sound like Justin Jr. when he calls. Breathe, nigga, breathe.
All right, Jesse bounced. But thank you, Chrome. Appreciate that. Jesse Justin BH. Thank you, Chrome. How dare you? How dare you make fun of Jessie? She has got the corona. She got the corona, man. She got the corona. Anyway, we were discussing that this fight is on May 9th. The card is still a go in Florida. Florida.
During a
Pandemic. Manny C.
JBH buy an oxygen senor. They're about $25. It will show you your oxygen percentage and ensure you that you're getting enough oxygen. It's peace of mind.
Oh yeah, what? Jess, did you ever hear about that oxygen thing that you breathe into and it checks your oxygen levels and stuff?
No, but I'd love one right now.
Yeah, we can go to like CVS and pick something like that up. Thank you, Manny C. Thank you, everyone that donated tonight on this weird and wacky night as she's dying right in front of our very eyes.
Shopping during a pandemic.
Oh, we got this one over here. Ride Drive. Skip that. Thank you, Ride Drive, again. And I think it's probably going to play the Pervert
What is
Cameraman.
it? It's an oxygen sensor?
Yeah.
Where you can get it at CVS?
Remember we saw the who was the celebrity that said you could that gay guy, Andy Cohen? He says you can breathe into this thing and it checks your oxygen levels.
Oh, that's the thing that goes on your finger. It checks your blood pressure and your oxygen levels.
Is that what it is?
Yeah. You can get it at CVS, but I think they're sold out because everybody's been getting them.
Do I don't know, Amazon?
I know what we can do. Maybe stop talking about it.
Well, I mean, hold on. We saw this already. All right, we're caught up with donations. Thank you, donators. We really appreciate your support. Apologies for Streamlabs kicking rocks. Is that what it is? All right, so just to let the people know that we're talking about the memberships over here. This is how you do it.
Yes.
You go onto our channel. You see join right over here. Whoops, that's not it. You hit join. Papoom. And there it is. You can get yourself a black belt. That's right. You earn your way to the black belt. You start off with the white, go all the way up, but you have access to our limited edition emojis over here. And thank you to the people who are hanging with the boys.
Hanging with the boys.
Shout out. With a lot of new members tonight. It's awesome.
It's crazy.
All right. So what do we got over here? Lyman Good.
So Lyman Good has the coronavirus. Did you know that?
Oh, no, Jesse. No.
Lyman Good is the first active UFC fighter to disclose the COVID-19 diagnosis and details his ordeal. According to MMA Junkie, former Bellator welterweight champ Lyman Good has become the first active UFC fighter to announce a positive test for COVID-19, the disease caused by coronavirus. Good, who lives in New Jersey and trains in New York, which has been the nation's hardest hit city during the pandemic, was scheduled to fight Bilal Muhammad at the ill-fated UFC 249 originally scheduled for April 18th in Brooklyn. Good withdrew from that bout several weeks ago due to what at the time was simply termed an injury, but on Monday, Good revealed to ESPN that he actually pulled out of the fight after testing positive for COVID-19. He said, quote, "Although I said it was due to an injury, it was actually because I had tested positive for COVID-19. As soon as I found out, I let everybody know. It was one of those things where it wasn't sinking in that it could have been that. As fighters, we're hardwired to train through everything."
Shopping during a pandemic.
The donations are working. Chrome.
Is there a beige belt for me? It needs to have chrome stripes too.
Chrome stripes? No. But you have to get yourself the MMA-Holes Wonderful, Wonderful belt. They're one of a kind, two of a kind, three of a kind.
Start off with a white belt, and the longer you're a member, then you become the black belt.
I mean, think about that. That's a long ways away. Thank you, Chrome, for the donation. To get to that black belt, it's like we should have a celebration. When someone becomes a black belt MMA hole, we should have like a whole show dedicated to them.
Look what Ruben did. It looks like you're at a concert.
That's right. Like I'm throwing up the horns. Those emojis are great. All right, so back to the story. Thank you, Chrome, for the donation.
Okay. As fighters, we're hardwired to train through everything.
Do you want to, Jess? Let's stop reading the stories.
Yes,
We'll just You're like huffing and puffing. We'll stop the stories.
I'm fine if we just stop talking about it.
You sound like Justin Jr.
The
this
anxiety is making it worse.
Okay, but
so let's just. It's fine. The show can go on. The show's fine. Okay.
You sound like Darth Vader. Jess.
Okay. As fighters, we are hardwired to train through everything. If we catch a cold or little nagging injuries here or there, we're trained to just pretty much fight through it. At first, I thought it was that, but there was just one day where it was bad. My body wasn't listening. It wasn't responding
Wait,
the way...
Jesse, it wasn't good?
That's it. Yeah, good.
Wonderful.
My body wasn't listening. It wasn't responding the way it normally does to sparring. While Good said the worst of his symptoms lasted about a week, he was not hospitalized during the ordeal. Good, who is based out of Tiger Schulman's MMA, noted that both he and his girlfriend, as well as a coach at his gym, tested positive for the virus. Good made sure to inform his camp and quarantined as soon as he knew. The major contributing factor to my decision to get tested was safety of all the people around me. When maybe I thought there was a possibility that I have it, I figured, let me just make sure that I have it or not. Also, for the safety of my coaches, my coach was showing up every morning to my training sessions, my teammates, my family, and everybody else. Really, what I held into account was the safety of others. My real concern was really just my teammates, my coaches, and anyone I exposed to. God forbid they get it, they spread it, and someone else gets sick really bad, I would feel responsible. As for why Good waited to make his story public, he said he didn't want to feed into any hysteria about the virus. He said, quote, "We didn't want to feed into the fear, the imminent fear that's going on in society right now. There's a pandemic, it's a real thing happening, but I didn't want to stoke the flames, so to speak, and influence the fear factor of other people," Good said. "I just want to let everyone know I'm much better now. At the end of the day, it was a risk that we were willing to take. As a fighter, I knew what the risks were. Unfortunately, it is what it is. It happened."
Okay. We're going to have to stop this story over here. Jess, no more stories. All right. Jesse's losing her breath. Do you want, why don't you drop a little CBD? Try that out. It calms the anxiety. Anyway, Lyman Good with the coronavirus. I don't know, man. Hopefully he's okay. Hopefully everything's okay. And hopefully Jesse's okay too. Tonight, we are infected by the coronavirus. Jessie is failing us as her lungs are getting more swollen with virus. And that's it. Don't be alarmed. It's most likely a panic attack. And she'll get through it. She'll be all right. But everyone drop the JBH emojis to give her support. And hopefully she can make it back. Sad faces. As Lyman Good. Sad good story. Fucking idiots not wearing masks, says Clay Jin. Yeah. I mean, if you don't wear a mask, you're just going to spread it, right? It's not about protecting yourself. It's about spreading that shit. Chris, have Jesse breathe into a paper bag and relax. Yeah, you should do that, Jess. It's kind of just shake it out, Breathe deep breaths. She says she's good. Just give her a minute. All right. She'll be okay. She'll be all right. She's been having the last 3 days. I'm telling you, between allergies, anxiety, stress, donations.
Yeah. Come on, get loud. MMA-Holes in the crowd.
Let's go.
Come on, get loud. MMA-Holes in the crowd. Got MMA-Holes in the crowd.
Yeah.
MMA-Holes in the crowd. MMA-Holes in the crowd.
Yeah, baby. What up, Ant? The Ant-Man.
MMA Corona Holes, the best coronavirus talk show on YouTube.
The Corona Holes. Yeah, right? That's what we're turning into. Luckily, we'll have some MMA on May 9th. Fingers crossed. May 9th. No more stories. All right, this is what we're going to do.
I can read stories.
No, Jesse. You're like glutton for pun. Can everyone just say stop it, Jess?
I can
Stop.
read stories because it's a good distraction.
No, it's not good. You're hyperventilating. Listen.
You're driving me insane.
No more. We're going to go. This is how we're going to do this. We're going to look at the story, okay? Like this. And Lyman Good, hopefully he's okay. Hopefully everything's all right with the man. You look at this story over here. There's a morning report, Jess. Daniel Cormier okay with his retirement fight being in an empty arena. What do you think about that, Jesse? An empty arena for Daniel Cormier.
So he says it's the perfect way to go out. So to me, I think he's lying. I think he's just saying that because it sounds good. It sounds kind of heroic for him. But I think there's a part of him that really does want that audience around there that, like is cheering him on when he takes his gloves off and things like that. Like the normal stuff that happens when a fighter retires. They take their gloves off and everyone's like screaming for them and, things like that. So I think there's a part of him that really wants that. But, of course, he's going to try and say whatever he can to make it sound like, he's just chill. He's cool.
Like Clayton says in the chat, he's got no choice.
Yeah.
Like, of course he's going to say he's good with it. He can get a big payday, fight Stipe for the trilogy, and call it a career. I mean, it would suck. I mean, I'm assuming they wouldn't have his family there, Like, it's going to be closed doors. You could have limited people. So that would suck that, if he retires, he doesn't have his family there. But it would be special to go out with the win. That's what's more important than even, having a crowd there. The win, just getting that ending on a W. Now, if he loses again, what do you have to lose? You already lost, right?
Yeah.
You just ride off into the sunset and call it a day. Call it a career. So I'm down with that. DC fighting in front of no crowd, that might be the thing, the real thing for a long time, unfortunately. I don't think anytime this year this could be a crowd in the buildings.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so the next story over here, we have Weili Zhang or Zhang Weili.
Yeah, so it's been a while. So remember when she, for her fight for UFC 248 against Joanna, they ended up having her travel to Las Vegas because of her training. They said they didn't want her training in China because of the coronavirus.
Yes.
And so she traveled to Las Vegas and she stayed there for a long time. And a lot of people thought she was just going to go back to China after that. She ended up waiting 6 weeks. She just recently got back to China after her 248 win. So she's been in the United States this whole time, I guess, to avoid the dangers of traveling and the coronavirus and all that stuff. She's back there now, and things are looking all right for her. I mean, she's healthy. She's good to go. But she rented a home. She ended up renting a home in Las Vegas for a little while, where she continued training with her coach. 6 weeks removed from her fight of the year, she's finally returned, and her coach has finally returned. Her translators returned, and April 19th is when they landed, and they're isolating in a hotel now until, I guess, for like 2 weeks until you can see if there's symptoms. It takes up to 14 days after exposure to see if you're symptomatic, and then so now she has to do that, which kind of sucks. She can't train, she can't do anything. She's just got to sit in a hotel for 14 days. So. Yeah.
I mean, it's all her fault, this virus.
Yeah.
It's all Weili Zhang's fault. She brought it here. Mm-hmm. How dare she? You know what? And it's a joke. Or is it? Remember, we were even involved in this. The memes that were coming out, like Joanna Jędrzejczyk,
yes,
with the mask on, fighting her, Jessica Andrade, the mask on. Like we were making jokes about Weili Zhang and the coronavirus and how early it was in the game. And everyone was just like, is that fucked up? It's not happening to us. And now fast forward to these days.
Yeah.
And now we're like worse than everywhere else.
Karma.
You think we should have never made those memes, Jess?
I think that the American people sometimes take things for granted because we're America and everyone thinks we're fucking immune to everything, and we're not.
Yeah.
And Weili Zhang even said something about it. She said it's a real tell of character as to who you are if you're making fun of something where people are dying.
Yeah. Well, I guess we're a bunch of assholes, Jesse. Oh, well.
Yeah.
Well, Weili, stay safe. You're probably better off in America. It's not she's like stuck in a hotel. She's probably better off here. I mean, not because of the coronavirus, just living. Oh, no. I'd rather have the coronavirus than hear this.
Well, don't worry. This is the last story of the night. So Paige Vanzant is planning to come back after all of her arm surgeries and whatever the fuck else.
She's always planning to come back.
Yeah.
No matter what. She's always planning on coming back. And no one wants you back, Paige. Hate to break it to you.
She plans to fight and have one more arm surgery. She's talking about a new contract, and in that order, she's been one fight from free agency for over a year now, and a lot of people have been hitting her up about getting that fight, but she's been having a nagging arm injury that's been kind of preventing her from finishing her current contract. She first suffered a broken arm against Jessica Rose Clark, and then she returned a year later, picked up a submission win over Rachel Ostovich, but then suffered another arm fracture where she had to eventually undergo another surgery. She was scheduled to fight Amanda Ribas in March when she endured another break that set her back once again. So according to her, the continued issues are related to a surgical implanted plate in her arm that was meant to stabilize the bone she first had for surgery. But that plate is now doing more harm than good, as she can't seem to really avoid any additional fractures. So the biggest problem here is that her arm is not healing properly and she can't come back, but she does plan to come back, I suppose, this year and get one more fight, finish off her contract, and then figure out where's to go from there.
This is where she should go. She said that she was making more money on being an IG thought, right? So why doesn't she just play on Instagram, right?
Yeah.
She was making more money over there.
Mm-hmm.
Why keep on breaking bones? Just pose nude with your boyfriend. Your boyfriend's competing right this weekend. We'll be reacting to that.
Oh, Underground, right?
Yeah.
Underground.
Thanks to Kevin from Chicago for bringing that up. But Submission Underground, we're going to be reacting. So 2:45 watching now. Come back Sunday night. Well, we'll be back Friday night too, but Sunday night we'll be reacting to Sug. The Sug. What's Sug, kid? Austin Vanderford, Mr. Van Zant is competing. So, but yeah, you know what? Paige, listen. Just go do the model thing, right? Just do that. You're making more money. You already said you're making more money doing that, so just do that.
Yeah.
Who cares? Retire.
I mean,
Make babies or something. I don't know.
I don't know what she's doing anymore. You know what it is she enjoys the public eye. She enjoys the attention. She enjoys like men telling her how pretty she is.
a pandemic.
Oh, people are telling me I'm pretty, but I'm posing half naked. Like,
_annoyed, left pointing finger, smiley face. I tried pasting the Jessie emoji and that's how it came out. We were hoping you read it in your Paige voice.
yeah, if she had her lung capacity, maybe. Thank you, Kainoto. And thank you, everyone, for joining us. Appreciate that. Oh, let's move. Oh,
Whoa.
Jesus. Huh? Ha ha
Look at
ha.
that, with the lid and
Got my
everything.
sippy cup tonight. I just want the show to end.
Sorry.
All right. There we go. But, yeah, right? What are we talking about? Paige Van Zant? Yeah,
Yes.
so just I don't know. Just go back to modeling. Do that stuff. I really don't care. When she busted onto the scene and she was young and she was kicking some ass, I was into it. And then she opened her mouth and ruined everything. She's like Luke Rockhold, the same bullshit. At least Luke won a championship with Strikeforce, a title with Strikeforce. But Paige Van Zant, just nothing but annoying. When I started realizing Paige was annoying was when Cody Garbrandt, who was annoying himself, was saying how annoying she was. Then he was banging her or some shit, and he was doing some sort of online video, and they were asking him about Paige, and he's like, oh, I don't want to talk about her.
Yeah.
Like basically like a psychopath ex-girlfriend.
For sure.
So that's when I started saying, whoa, maybe Paige is a little nutty.
Well,
sure enough.
You could tell with the way she talks. She's a little nutty.
Yeah, I mean, she might be a very nice person. She probably is a very nice person, but she's incredibly annoying, right? Astronomically annoying, Jesse.
Yes, indeed.
Right?
I saw on this is completely irrelevant, but I saw on our website that someone has a new Luke Thomas emoji.
I pitched it. I got shot down, but don't worry, we'll have one.
Keep scrolling. I'll show you which one. Not that one, but that was an idea. This one.
Oh, yes. Now that is just perfect. That is quite the emoji. In fact, I say yes. Right? Are we in? Are we in, boys?
I don't know if there's any more. I just saw that one.
That's perfect.
Oh, here we go. Oh, I love this one.
Old Moss? Should we do that?
Yeah, let's do Old Moss.
Now it's taking...
Oh, special face?
Yeah, special face Jesse proposed. That's got to get in there. Of course. So shout out to our members over there who jumped in.
JBH emoji.
If you got any ideas for emojis, drop them on the MMA-Holes.com and let's get it going. I like the ball gag. Yeah, that's a good one. That's my favorite. I think that's essential, right?
Ball gag Luke.
That could be used very much in this chat. The emojis should be used as tactical weapons, you know, to really go at people. Could you imagine like some knucklehead comes into the chat and starts promoting their channel, and then they have an arsenal of emojis that could just ignite these people coming in there?
Yeah.
The members got a little something special. All right, if you want to become a member, say how to do it, Jesse. Tell them one more time before we get out of here.
Head over to our channel and click the join button right next to the subscribe button. I think you can also find it if you're on your computer or anything down below under this video. Click join, And then just click join again right there. And it shows you all the badges you can get. You start with a white belt. You move your way up to a black belt. You also get custom emojis to use in the live chat like people have been for the entire night. Just click join. It's only $2.99 a month. We went as low as we possibly could. And the longer you are a member, the quicker you get your way to your black belt.
That's right. Who's going to be the black belt? We've got a lot of new members tonight, so thank you to those who became members. Thank you to everyone that donated. Thank you to everyone who liked the video. We appreciate that for liking that video. You guys are all wonderful. Wonderful. Jesse, you have any last words to these peoples?
We will be live again for Fook Off Friday at 10 p.m. Eastern Time this Friday. Make sure you guys join us there. And we're also going to be doing a live reaction to Submission Underground on Sunday night at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. So make sure you join us there. And I think that's it. So, as always, don't be an a-hole. Be an MMA-hole.